Welcome to Yoga Clarity, embodied within these historic walls of a homestead that has been around since the early 1900s. We have a history ourselves within these walls, as we're the longest living and only yoga studio in Pagosa at this time. And also within these walls is embodied all of our wonderful energies and livelihood and emotions, tears that's happened over the years as we've had a lot of vibration moving through here, movement in all kinds of ways, not only through yoga, yet through all kinds of music and dance and healing practices that have come through these doors. Recently, this studio has been weathering a couple of storms, the literal storm of the winter, where there were many cancellations and drop-offs of attendance, as well as our most recent storm of the construction out front. And so Yoga Clarity has been on the precipice of either closing its doors or staying alive and thriving. And so for the last couple of months, we've been in this roller coaster ride of those two on this precipice. And as a team, we've decided to thrive and stay alive, all of us, putting in our own ways of contributing through in-kind acts, and including the owner of the building who has protected this space through the construction in every way that she can and has been lowering the rent and will continue to keep a lowered rent to keep us alive and thriving, as well as the teachers are now willing to take a less pay per student than they had in the past. And as far as myself, I can't really count the thousands of hours that I've put in-kind service to the studio over the last 9 years. So it's time to reach out to all of you, and I very much hesitate to do this. Very difficult to ask, because I know that just by simply attending classes here at Yoga Clarity, you are contributing, you are showing up time and time again and showing your devotion. And the appreciation I have is, beyond measure, as you know, each and every class. I tell you so. And as I've contemplated, which way to go, and I've included everybody in this contemplation, the thought of allowing the studio to die off just hit too hard. And it's because of all of you and what we've shared through the years. And I couldn't even really go there in my imaginings. And yes, I am attached, and we're not supposed to be so attached, but I am attached. I realize very attached, as well as I know all of you are, and it shows each and every time through the love that we share here in these walls. And so I'm putting out a little ask to see if you're willing to contribute in any way that you can, whether that's in-kind service hours. There's so many different ways that you can do so to assist us, including sewing, painting, upkeep of the building or the grounds, or a little bit of bookkeeping, or getting some computer work, getting names on the MailChimp, or best of all is continuing to spread the word of what yoga means to you and how it has changed you and your life. And in doing so, hopefully you can do that organically, without pressure or force, to spread the word. Also, if you care to make a monetary contribution, make sure that it's very comfortable for you, and I stress comfortable. I will be leaving a little handmade box given to me by my second son, and it'll be in the the cubby and shoe area, that if you want to make a little contribution, you can do that as well to help us get through this hard time and be able to pay the rent in these next couple of months. All funds and efforts now are going to be towards marketing and advertising. I have a couple of marketers set up, one in this area and one outside of this area, to assist, as well as we're going to update our systems, as I've been alluding to, and get into a computerized system to be able to offer you many more payment options, including credit cards, but for longer term class passes that bring the prices down even more. And also we'll be offering a few different classes with new teachers, as well as some community classes right here on site at Yoga Clarity. And some of the feedback from the questionnaire is that the space, can get small quick. So we will be capping classes at a certain number that feels comfortable in this space, and we will stick to that so that you still feel comfortable in this beautiful space while in your sacred practice. I recognize truly from the depths of my heart that this is a united effort. Namaste.